welcome to Tetrafootball. My name is Joe and I'm joined by Tom, George and Ryan. Today we're doing our match day 4 Premier League reactions.
Could sound more enthusiastic. We tried.
Oh, sorry.
What was the first game anyway?
So it's the 12:30 kickoff. It was Southampton versus Manchester United. Ended, of course, 1-0. That one, Fernandes goal in the 55th minute.
To be fair,
who's going to start?
I'll start off.
Sure.
I mean, I expected a thumping 4-0 Man U. Didn't really turn out. Southampton looked maybe a better side, but I think United, they got the goal and then they could have got another, but they didn't really look as dominant as I was expecting. What about you, George?
Well, I'm the only one that doesn't actually know their predictions, but I'm fairly sure I predicted something like 2-0 United. Obviously, they won 1-0 in the end, and to be fair, I think Southampton probably deserved maybe something out of that game. I personally thought they had a better team, but in the end, United won. They got the 3 points. All that matters. Tom, what do you think?
I went with 3-1 to Man United. I just thought Man United was going to score a few goals. I mean, Southampton, I think they could have scored, but they just didn't really.
They couldn't put their chances away.
I think even better Kochak needed probably. A chance.
I went for 3-0 to Man United, and I think it probably could have happened if they would have played Ronaldo. But Southampton were all over him really, so you got to give credit to where it's due. 1-0.
Yeah.
Well, the next game, Brentford-Everton, ended 1-1. I went for 3-0 to Brentford. I mean, I did not expect Everton to be as good as they were, but Brentford, I thought a bit more. But Joe, what do you think about the game?
So it's 1-1 and I went for 2-0 to Brentford, so completely got that wrong. But Everton, I think it's fair to say, put in a bit of a shift, considering they've been great recently and Lampard was looking at having his head on the chopping block. I think that Brentford did disappoint.
For God's sake, Ryan. Yeah, okay.
Brentford did disappoint their fans and Premier League fans in general by not winning that game. But 1-1.
I went for 2-1 to Brentford. I got this one wrong, but Brentford. What are we going to say about this one, really? I mean, I think Tony, he needs to move to a bigger side. I mean, he's a very good player, so.
Yeah.
But, I mean,
maybe he needs better service.
I think his ego is a bit big as well.
Yeah,
he just slags off Brentford. I
think we were saying that not anyone got this right, but as far as I remember, I think I did actually predict the 1-0. I think I did. I think I said.
Convenient.
You could have got 5-0, right?
How convenient. He's got the one.
We really should get yours up.
Yeah, I don't know. We probably should, but I think I went for 1-0.
Maybe at the end of the video.
I expected something like that from this game. If I recall correctly, I think I said something like Brentford will score early, but Everton will score late after being dominated most of the game. I think I said something like that.
Edit your results.
It was 1-0. I think I predicted 1-0, so I hope I did. That would be a nice 3 points in the prediction leaderboard. And Brentford probably should be beating Everton really, but didn't in the end.
If I recall correctly, I was the only one that predicted a Brighton result. I mean, ended 1-0. I thought 2-0 to Brighton. They edged it out in the end, but they got the 3 points. That's all that mattered. Joe,
I said
2-0.
Did we all predict 2-2?
I went for 2-2.
Yeah, I think we all predicted 2-2.
You went for 2-2?
Yeah,
so we all went for 2-2. I think it's fair to say it was expected to be a high-octane affair between the two teams. Yeah, especially considering Leeds' goal scoring already this season with Rodrigo getting his name on the score sheet many times. 4, I think it is.
Even Aronson as well as a midfielder. He's looked like a goal threat.
I think in the Brighton game, Leeds kind of didn't look great because what Brighton tend to do, they kind of make the sides play like really. I mean, we did it against Newcastle as well. They weren't amazing. I think the problem with Brighton is they just don't have that clinical striker who can score consistently.
Yeah, you say that, but of course they have been, so impressive already under part of this season, and I think that they will definitely progress and even fight for Europe.
Yeah, I think we all thought it'd be a more fairly matched game anyway. What's the next game of the weekend?
Well, Chelsea-Leicester. I mean, before the sending off, and even before Everton scored, my prediction could have come correct with
just
3-0.
Slide.
Not Everton, Leicester. I do have to apologise. They were winning 2-0 until Leicester scored, and then it ended 2-1. But I went for a 3-0, and I believed it probably should have ended 3-0 if the defence weren't so sloppy to let them score. Yeah. But what are your thoughts on the game?
I was close. I went for 2-0 to Chelsea. Just kind of screamed 2-0, but Leicester scoring, did not expect that because Leicester, I thought, were down and out. But yeah, Close enough.
Yeah.
Leicester and
Obviously,
Leicester.
I don't know my predictions. I imagine I predicted Chelsea to win, but I don't know.
At the end,
Um,
right, separately, we'll discover his results and put it through. Because
It's just simply not good enough.
This is bad now.
Yeah, or
Yeah,
someone can edit and put
Anyway,
it
I
in,
went
but
with
yeah.
3-1 for Chelsea on this occasion, which got this one wrong, unfortunately. So, but
Probably got the closest.
yeah, they got the closest. But I thought Chelsea were going to score a bit more, but
Yeah,
they
that's
just
fair
didn't.
enough.
I think the red card, I thought it would affect them, but it kind of helped them out, really.
So I don't think.
Played better without Gallagher on the pitch.
I don't think anyone got the next one right. Liverpool v Bournemouth. I'm not sure. Maybe
Yeah.
someone did.
But I'll just have a quick
Maybe
look.
close.
I mean, I was the closest. I said 4-0 to Liverpool,
Yeah,
but
predicted
they
quite
they
as high up.
scored double that and another goal. I mean, dominant
Great
fashion from
performance.
Liverpool. You can't really fault
Salah.
much of it
I'm
apart from
for-
Salah.
I went for 2-1 to Liverpool. I expect them to win, but
Yeah.
yeah,
The most realistic
we're not that.
event to happen.
Yeah, I predicted like I think maybe the same as Joe, something about that, two goals or something to Liverpool. I think. Yeah, I wasn't very optimistic going into this. We weren't on very good form and we were conceding and drawing lots of games. But in the end, 9-0 win, more than happy with that. And Tom, what did you have?
I mean, I went with 3-0 to Liverpool. I think the reason I went for this is because, I mean, we saw them against Man United. It didn't look amazing, so you wouldn't really pick a score like 9-0. It's not the kind of score you can get right. It's like,
To be fair, I would never pick 9-0 for any result.
yeah,
Yeah.
but
Moving on.
Next game.
Man City v Crystal Palace ended 4-2 in the end, a 6-goal thriller. Coming back from 2 goals down inside, I think it was 24 minutes, did Manchester City. And Erling Haaland as well completed his hat-trick. So, eventful
Right.
match.
Well, I went for a 3-0 Man City result. I thought they should be dominant, but they shocked me and let Palace score 2 goals before deciding to retaliate.
Yeah.
Tom, what do you think about this
I
game?
mean, I'm a 3-0 as well for this one. I mean, I thought Erling Haaland was going to get a hat-trick, which I'm pretty sure he did.
Yeah.
So he started.
That was the same as me.
He started the Premier League season quite well so far. If he can keep
He's
it
top
up,
scorer now anyway, so that's pretty
Yeah.
if
good.
he'll get the Golden Boot, that's another question
It's
to
the
be
first
asked.
hat-trick of the season, I think, isn't it?
Yeah, he's already
Yeah.
got like 2 braces as well or something.
Yeah,
like that. It's
as well.
ridiculous.
But also, what was I going to say? Oh yeah, my prediction was 1-0 to Man City. I thought that it would be a late snatch and grab kind of game where
Fair.
it'd be end-to-end action from both teams, but 1-0 wasn't the 4-2.
Yeah, well, I think for me, Palace let me down because I remember talking about this game and I was like, oh yeah, Palace, they normally cause an upset against City, so I think I might have gone for a draw or City to just win. When Palace scored 2, I was delighted. I was hoping City would lose, but they obviously let it slip, conceded 4, Haaland got a hat-trick. Not much you can say. City, they might have started sloppy, but they clearly wrapped it up nicely.
Yeah.
Well, Arsenal won in the end. I mean, I believe it was.
Prediction.
Yeah, Tom did
Yeah.
this, yeah.
Uh,
So next game.
what did the game end for the Fulham Arsenal?
It's 2-1 to Arsenal,
2-1.
and Mitrovic scored from a issue in the back line, wasn't it?
From Gabriel. And then Gabriel scored the
But
winner
yeah,
anyway,
Yeah,
so...
To be
it's
fair, I weren't
slightly annoying.
too far off. I said 3-1. I think Arsenal probably could have got another goal in that game, but it's one of those tricky ones. You can't really predict well because Arsenal have been doing good. Fulham did good. Tom, what did you go
I
for?
went with 3-1 as well. Seems like I'm copying you with the prediction so far. But, I mean, it was a silly mistake from Gabriel, but I'm pretty sure he made it up in...
He did make it up
I
for, he
think it was
scored
like
the
the 85th minute, roughly around there, and then... Who was it? Else scored for Arsenal? Who was it?
Jesus.
Was
I
it?
know Odegaard.
Yeah, but
I saw Gabriel and thought Jesus.
it was quite it was a close game near the end, considering they were 1-0 at one point. So.
Yeah.
It's,
I think...
What'd you go for?
I went for 2-0 to Arsenal. I'm actually wasn't convinced by them at all.
I wouldn't,
know they
no.
won 2-1, late winner.
And it showed a bit of fight. It was like the way Liverpool and City have won the league titles before by winning games late on. So.
Yeah, but I mean, against a team like Fulham, I know Fulham are pushing and punching well above their weight. But at the same time, I think that Arsenal,
looked quite
as
good.
league leaders, probably should put their game to bed a little bit earlier. But anyway, you can't fault them. They won the game 2-1, but
Yeah.
wasn't the 2-0.
I imagine I predicted an Arsenal win. I think I got that right. I don't think I predicted
Imagines.
Fulham to do much. So yeah,
Okay.
I think all of us predicted Arsenal to
Could
win.
have said 20-0 to Fulham. For all
simple
we
result.
know.
The City games.
Well, if you watched the video, you'd know.
The derby of the weird colours, purple, blue, and yellow. It's Villa v West Ham. It was 1-0 to West Ham
intro.
in real life, but I went for 1-0 to Villa because I'm stupid.
Well,
He's just
I mean,
himself.
I got the one goal deficit, but I said West Ham would win 2-1. I just think Villa probably shouldn't have said they would get a goal, and probably overhyped West Ham. Not had the best start of the season, but what you go for?
I went with 2-0 for West Ham. I mean, they've had a few bad patches, but considering the fact is they've played some good teams like Man City and Brighton, so I just think it's gonna. I think they got
category. Man City and Brighton.
No.
Yeah. Oh dear.
But I think that now they've got Paqueta in, I believe.
Well,
I don't know if it's confirmed,
I think he's had his medical. It's not completely confirmed yet, but
I mean,
it looks very likely.
That's going to improve the West Ham team a lot.
Definitely. Yeah. I mean, he's a coveted player among Big Six teams, let alone West Ham.
Yeah, and for
What do
me,
you think he got?
you're gonna have to go back and check this and quote me on it.
He's gonna say he thinks he's got the correct scoreline.
I think this is one I got right as well.
Of course he has.
I think I predicted West Ham to win, so I do.
We're not using these ones when we add them up for the old.
I do typically back them, so I think I might have predicted West Ham to win. Probably not 1-0, probably like 2-1 or something. But
guys,
yeah,
next time we do one of these, can I just do my predictions after the game week has happened?
It's probably the most unprofessional video we've ever.
Yeah, because
come on, George.
It's not my fault. I forget to write down my predictions. I just say them.
Guinness World Record, worst video I've made. Wolves v Newcastle.
1-1 it ended, wasn't it? I mean, quite underwhelming if you're a Newcastle fan and if you're a Newcastle player.
First up, did anyone predict a draw for this game?
No.
I think I
went for a
Newcastle
3-0
win,
thumping for Newcastle.
It's a bit harsh on Wolves.
I mean,
predicted that. They proved you wrong.
Wolves are terrible, to be honest.
Oh.
They haven't had the best of games, have
I
they?
would apologise to Bruno Lage last year.
No.
Yeah,
Because
apologise.
he's rubbish. He's getting sacked in the war.
Travel 3,000 years back to ancient Incan times. Tell his bloody brother. Anyway, Wolves v Newcastle. I went for 2-1 to Newcastle. But actually watching highlights of the game and a lot of the game, I think I realised that Wolves will be walking away from that game very, very disappointed because they should have won. They of course scored that second goal, which was ruled out. They're going to be pretty mad about that, but who can deny that strike by St. Maximan? You see it?
It was a lovely goal.
Yeah, it was a great volley.
That could be one of the goals of the season.
I don't think goal of the season, but a very good goal.
They'll be better this season, but those are very good.
He's going to say Milner's going to score from 50 yards.
Why would I ever say that? What's the next game anyway?
Delusion
We've
you
all
have.
spoken about, haven't we? No,
Tom hasn't.
Actually.
Yeah. Go on, Tom.
Anyway, I went with 2-0 to Newcastle, which I got this one wrong again.
Really?
I don't think any of us had a particularly good week.
We didn't get the exact
Well, you don't
score.
really know, do you?
Well, we'll find
I
out.
could have got 9-0
After the break.
Liverpool,
I'm
but
sure you're
anyway.
busting a nut to find out.
I believe, I think it was Guedes. I think he got an assist.
Guedes got the assist.
Which is, I think he's just been. But I know, what club was he from? Like,
Valencia.
Valencia,
I mean,
Valencia.
and he's
Financial
Portuguese,
meltdown.
I think. I mean, he must be Portuguese if he's playing for Wolves. So.
Bit racial stereotype.
How is it racial?
They simply are. The club is going bankrupt. I can't deny
I
it.
don't think I should choose. You don't know your result.
The final game of the weekend was Nottingham Forest v Tottenham at the City Ground.
Quite an underwhelming prediction from me. I said 3-0. I thought they maybe could have got 3-0, but it ended 2-0. Would you go for Joe?
I went for 4-0. Backed my team too much against a quite decent Forest side, but I think really it wasn't more with Forest being good, but a case of Tottenham not being 100%. I mean, of course, I'll take the 2-0 any day, but it wasn't convincing considering we're a Champions League team. If we play like that against, some of these teams, we've got
You'll have
Frankfurt,
another 7-2 against Bayern or something.
Yeah, we could be on the receiving end of a big loss. So, 2-0, but
What did you
4-0
for that then, Tom?
I went with 3-0 to Spurs. I mean, one thing about this game was Richarlison, I think he kind of deserved getting, I think it was a 2-foot by Brennan Johnson.
It's not really relevant to your prediction,
No,
though.
I still think he shouldn't be showboating like a little.
but it's Brazilian arrogance. I think we
He
can accept
should
that.
have his legs broken. That's what-
Ronaldinho,
that's
Do you
what
know
makes
what?
Richarlison.
Ronaldinho did it, Ronaldo did it, Pele even did it.
Yeah, but can you compare which I want them to
Well,
sell it.
obviously not. Obviously,
Yeah.
It's a little
obviously
bit
not.
of a
But
difference.
it's a.
That's like comparing my nan to Messi.
You can't say, "Oh, look at him, the bastard for doing that." You can't just pin it on him. You got to
Yeah,
say
you can.
that's in his country. That's kind of the street football and stuff.
You should go play futsal instead then.
Yeah,
so you
that's
should do.
Football.
Well,
That's
just go
what
to
you
the-
can come
He's
to.
playing football, not football.
Well, he can go to the.
Do you not know what
village
futsal
if he
is?
wants.
Is it-
Yeah,
is
no,
it
I said he's
cockiness
playing
or-
football, not football.
Is it
What's he
cockiness or is
doing?
it cultural?
It's football.
I don't
It's
think
not
it's
football.
called, it's a
Okay.
bit like when me and
But,
Neil Moore played in it. Like,
Anyway,
Okay.
what's your prediction again?
no, it was 3-0 to Spurs.
So
We got all
I don't
through
know-
that. He didn't
I don't know
say.
why there was a whole flipping tangent about that.
about
but
Richarlison.
Now I've got a prediction that George is going to say, I got this one
Yeah.
2-0.
no. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it short and sweet. So you probably fed up with that. I think I got this because I still genuinely don't know. Yeah, I hope I predicted Tottenham to win. That's all I can say, because if I didn't predict Tottenham to win, I'll be very disappointed in myself.
Well, we'll find out now.
After
Yeah.
the break.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we'll
which will be very
we'll
soon.
put the results up that I predicted for you guys
Yeah.
soon enough.
Yeah.
So
Anyway,
thanks for watching this video. Call us stupid for getting it completely wrong if you feel like it.
And that'll be fun.
And
we'll
Just-
enjoy
yeah.
it.
Just call
Yeah,
George stupid because
Hey.
he doesn't know his predictions.
He's probably the only one that actually got a few games
Yeah.
right, but he's stupid for not remembering them.
yeah, that's
We're
fair.
all stupid.
Yeah. Anyway, remember to like and subscribe, and
Mm.
every little helps. Thanks for watching.